Let's tease the audience.
Tease the audience. Okay, how about this?
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh, yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We are thankful for you, our listeners. Bobby, we're on the other half of 70.
You think Progressive or State Farm has an iguana insurance?
My nipple just got so hard because of the chills that ran down my spine. Like, that is...
I think people in Florida, like, you just have a pet gator. It's like a dog.
Well,
here we go. Hey, hold my beer.
Rage Beef Jerky is a sponsor of the Chubby Buddies podcast, and they are the only beef jerky Jordan eats. Isn't that right, Jordan?
That's 100% true. I'm not even saying that because they're a sponsor. It's legit.
Did you know that they are located in 5 states and over 400 plus stores?
I did.
You did. Well, what happens if you're not in those 5 states or 400 plus locations?
What was the website still the same?
No, it's going to be www.ragebeefjerky.com. But the promo is still the same. Can you remember that?
Yeah. It's Chubby for 15% off at checkout.
Right. That's right. CHUBBY. Chubby.
So what happens if you put at least $50 in your cart, Josh?
Well, I'll tell you what. You put $50 in your cart, that's going to get you free shipping. And if you use that Chubby Buddy discount with it, we've done the math for you because we're kind of math. Well, I'm kind of the math whiz. These guys are here for other important things. But I've done the math for you, and you throw $50 in there, you get that free shipping. You throw in that Chubby Buddy code, get that 15% off. You're all of a sudden looking at a free bag of beef jerky right there. So why don't you go ahead, get it set up, put it in your cart, give somebody the gift of love this Christmas, and get them some Rage Beef Jerky.
Okay. Did you guys get sent a box of beef jerky?
A new box?
No.
Oh.
I got my OG box. I still have my OG box. Did you get a box?
Any hoodles. I don't know what they did with the hot and the sweet and spicy, but it is now more spicier and more hot.
No way.
I don't know.
Jerky.
Yeah.
Oh,
the jerky.
Go.
The jerky.
That's exciting.
So like the Rage branding ones, the hot are a little more spicy, and the hot and the sweet and spicy
hot is gonna feel more like hot now.
Yeah, but I don't know if because it's the only beef jerky I eat, I don't know if it's because I haven't had it in a little bit, or if it's a new like recipe. Like not like a new recipe, like it tastes the same, but it's more
why don't
hot.
You just go ahead and ask Bo right here. He listens to every episode.
I was gonna say, come on, Bo. We need an answer from you. Hit us with it. We need to know, are you adding more seasoning per batch? Is that how it works?
I think Bo called me the other day. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but they're doing the meat sticks. Like legit. They're good, like they're mass producing them now.
Let's go.
So they're gonna be released.
I'm excited.
Hopefully we get that info before it does it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I really want some peppered meat sticks. Like I've been craving those for a while. Like the pepper just hit perfectly.
Yeah.
I've only tried the hot, the peppered, the original, and the teriyaki. I still want to try the bacon jalapeno, and I guess I've had sweet and spicy too. So just the bacon jalapeno is the only one we haven't ever had.
Yeah, because I don't think he hasn't made that. Yeah,
sticks, I have waited. I've prayed for those for over a year. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's been. Jordan, did you know this has been a year? Like last 2 weeks ago's episode would have been 1 year since we started the podcast.
How crazy is that, dude? Yeah, man.
Yeah, episode 1 released November 3rd of 2020.
52 weeks in a year.
Yep.
Yeah, but we
haven't done 52
since
episodes.
Since we've skipped so many weeks, but like we're still at episode like 45, I think. So we're not that far behind.
Not too shabby.
But Rage Beef Jerky has been with us since day one.
Since day one.
Literally. But so shout out Rage, shout out Bo and Devin. They're both doing huge things. Devin, hello.
Hi, Liv.
He said hi, Liv. Hello. Okay, now go do something fun. Adios, muchachos. Okay, bye, love you.
But both Bo and Devin are doing huge things over in whatever it is that Bo and him are doing separately. But like Rage is like, I would say that you wouldn't know that it was a small batch company unless you were told, like we tell you here. So you would think it was just like.
Yeah, nothing small about
quality.
The only thing small about it is its taste, really.
Yeah, but like the taste is a lot bigger than what you would think it would be. Like the flavoring of it, you know, it's
that's why I say that's the only thing about it that tastes small batch to me is because it still tastes nice and flavorful like a small batch jerky would. Because once you get mass produced, it usually tastes kind of bland because they're.
Yeah.
Now the meat sticks, on the other hand, I can tell that those are small batch because they've taken their time with them. So,
but no, the quality, gosh, it's on par or better than most jerky on the market. Period.
Mm-hmm. And I've said it since day one, they're the most consistent, flavorful jerky company I've ever tried in my life.
Bo show.
So, shout out Bo, shout out Devin. Rage beef jerky.
Rage. Get your jerky on.
Happy birthday.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate that.
I was sitting here like, oh, go ahead.
You're 36, right?
I'm 36 years old. Yes, sir.
Jesus fuck.
Dude, I was shopping at Dylan's like maybe an hour ago going to get dog food. And I was like, holy shit, we've been through school twice with our age.
Yeah. We're old dudes. Here's the one I didn't want to acknowledge. Here's the one I didn't acknowledge. Bobby, we're on the other half of 70.
Yeah. I passed 35.
Yeah. That's...
Yeah. We're closer to 70 than we are fucking 1.
Yeah. Closer to 70 than we are at birth. That's terrifying.
That's gross.
Life goes real fast.
Like, when we were in school, it did not feel like 18 years felt like it was more than 18 years. But since we've been out of school, it feels like it was less than 10 years ago.
Felt like it was 18 years in school.
Stupid. But how you guys been? Jordan?
Good.
Oh, what were you going to say, Josh?
I was going to say, at that age, like, I just remember, unless we were doing something we wanted to do, time drug on so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it drug on because we didn't really have anything that we had to do. Right. So then we're staying up till 11, 12, 1, 2 in the morning. So it made our day seem so much longer.
True.
You know. But now it's like you got to go to bed
24 hours.
Yeah. Cat, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Now, if I don't go to bed by like 9:30, I wake up with a kink in my back and a headache for 3 hours.
I'm cranky.
Yeah, I'm irritable.
Oh, I'm irritable.
I have to stretch for 20 minutes before I even get out of bed. You have this whole stretching routine.
I've got to motivate myself to get into the shower. Like, I turn the shower on to warm up the bathroom, and like I just sit there and I stare at it.
You have to talk yourself into it. You're like, "Come on, buddy, you can do this."
Yeah, well, I warm the. Oh, what?
Do you get dressed in the shower when you're done, or do you wait to get dressed in your bedroom when you're done?
Oh, I put my undershirt and my boxers on in the bathroom, and then I get dressed in my bedroom.
Oh.
Like, I always hang up my undershirt, my boxers in there first, and then after I take the dogs out or whatever, then I go back and get changed.
That's actually a reasonable compromise. I don't. It's towel into the bathroom, towel out of the bathroom.
Right, yeah. And I'll take underwear into the shower, and I always kick myself in the ass, especially on cold days when I'm like, why didn't I just bring my clothes into the bathroom? That way I don't have to change where it's cold. But I don't ever really do it. I kind of just forget.
I warm them up in the dryer. Like, I'll tumble them to where when I put like a sweater or my like polo on that I have to wear to work. Oh yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you got too much free time. You can tell he ain't got to get kids in the morning. Yeah.
That's how you know this dude only has pets.
Well, I wake up like that's that's a struggle because I got to sit there and I hit my snooze probably 7 times. And then when I get downstairs, I turn the hot water onto the shower, and then I take the dogs out so that way my bathroom has time to warm up. And then I go back into the shower, take my shower, and then I begin to get prepared for the day. And I'm still not awake. I'm awake.
I want to know. Okay, what time do you wake up? What time does your alarm go off?
5:50.
And you snooze it?
Yeah, till at least 6:12.
Oh my God. You can tell this fucker, he has got no obligations to get anybody else up for school.
You know,
Well, usually
Jordan, what time do you wake up? Because I think all three of us have completely different morning routines.
Okay, so if I have to take Aubrey in the morning to calf practice, my alarm goes off at 5, and I get up about 5 o'clock, 5:10. And I go make coffee. She's ready to go by 5:30. If I don't have to take her to calf and the old lady's taking her, I'll set an alarm for like 5:30, 5:45, and I'll get up at 6.
Okay, fair enough. What do you do after that? Like a cup of coffee?
Oh, yeah, same routine. It's just I don't take Aubrey to school or Aubrey to calf. But at 6:30, I start waking up the kids. And then that's when I kind of start getting ready for work and everything.
Are you a morning shower?
Some days it just depends. Like if I go to bed, I didn't take a shower, I'll probably do it in the morning, but it also depends how cold it is. So if I know it's going to be cold in the morning, I'm going to take a shower before bed so that I can get all snugly into the covers, and then I'll go to bed.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
Now,
or
see,
sometimes
so-
I'll take a shower at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Like when I get home, and then I put on like my sweats and my hoodie when I know I'm not going to go anywhere. So it kind of just depends on the day, really.
See, and I'm usually, I usually don't set an alarm. I'm usually just naturally up somewhere between 5:30 and 6.
See, you are old. Like, that's old ass shit right there.
Oh, I know it. It's like, what it is I can only lay in bed for so long before my back is as tight as a freaking baseball. And I have to stretch it and loosen it out. Like, I cannot lay there for longer than 7 hours. So if I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock, that's, I'm up at 5:30. So
that's probably the real question is, what time does everybody go to bed?
That's a fair question. I like to be in bed by 10:30. Sometimes I'll stay up till 11 or 11:30, but usually not later than that.
What about you, Bob?
We're past 10:15. I'm in
All
bed
right,
at least, but I usually fall asleep probably 11.
What time do you go upstairs and lay in your bed?
Between 10 and 10:15. Like, I get all my stuff out and ready for work. That way it's all laid out. That way I don't have to look for it in the morning because I'm already halfway tired.
Depending on the day, that can be as early as 8:30 at my house.
Okay, so this is where I'm old. So we put the kids to bed at 8. Me and the old lady go to bed at 8. But she'll go to sleep like way before I do. But I'm in there watching TV, like watching football game or something.
So
and
you're
I don't really
in the bedroom for 2+ hours before you ever actually go to sleep.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't. I don't have a TV in my room. I can't watch like TV because it's too far away. Like, I've got to have it pretty loud. I'm deaf, so.
Yeah, no, I go to bed with the TV,
and
then I'll turn it off, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. Yeah, but 8 o'clock. If it's past 8 o'clock, like we literally count down the hours when we get home from work. Oh man, we got 2 more hours till 8 o'clock.
Y'all are hilarious.
Well, the dog is ready by 9:30. Probably, he's barking at me. We usually give him like a bone at like 8, but he's barking in my face at like 9:15. It's like, oh shit.
God, your life's so rough.
Well, I didn't want dogs again, but like now that we got them, it's like I know why I didn't want dogs again. Like,
yeah,
but I also never wanted kids though either. Like, that's also, I guess, a plus. I don't know.
Yeah, but you have grandkids now, and they freaking adore you.
There's one kid that's considered a grandkid.
I know, but it's still fun to say.
Grandpa Bobby.
Grandpa Bob.
Nope.
It's just Bob. It's actually just Bob.
It's just Bob.
Bob sounds older than Grandpa
You are
Bob.
her Bob. You are her Bob.
Mm-mm.
That's all it is. But I still don't.
It's so adorable. It's so adorable.
Jamie does all that. I'm just there. But yeah, but I couldn't imagine getting up and ready and then trying to mess around with kids. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, but it's different when you raise the kid. Like we're
When
accustomed to it.
When you've been fighting the same battle for 10 years.
If I get out of routine, I'm even more cranky. So, like, if I'm running late or if something's happened between when I normally get up and get to work, my day's shot. Like, it's ruined.
Yeah, I get anxious if I start running late. Because,
well, really, I can't be late. Like, there's really no late for me. I mean, I'm the boss. I can show up whenever I want and leave whenever I want. But, like, it's still my routine. Like, that's how I
like the kids have 2 separate schools they go to. They open up at 2 separate times. So Jackson's school can get there at 7:30. The girls don't get, like, their school doesn't open until 8. So I have to get up, get them all dressed or whatever, take Jackson to school at 7:30, 7:40, and then I got to go back to the elementary school to drop off the girls, but we kind of just sit in the parking lot for 10 minutes and just bullshit. But if I'm running late and Jackson's not by his school at like 7:40, 7:45, I'm irritable because we're running late. Even though they're not late, it's just I'm behind what the norm is, and that drives me nuts.
But Josh can't be late. Like, he's just not late for anything.
Well, I mean,
I
absolutely can, but my job doesn't require any sort of schedule that is hooked to a time clock. So no. And I mean, once this food truck, once the Chubby Buddies up and running, that'll require me relatively to be on a clock. I'll want to be down and open by a certain time.
What's the plus or minus weight gain that you will be once this food truck takes off?
That's a great question.
I know, that's why I asked it.
Because I've floated here, man. I'm obviously I'm still down from where I was. I'm still sitting right at around the 300 mark, a little under. And I've floated here for probably the last year and a half. It's really nice. What it is I've learned the difference in my eating habits, and I've learned what maintains weight versus what gains weight. And the biggest thing for me is just learning how to eat until I'm satisfied rather than eat until I'm full.
Right. So stop beating around the question and just answer it.
15 pounds. I think I'll get up somewhere around 310.
Like the first year, or what? Like, what are we talking about?
No, because actually after that, I think I can get a rhythm down, and I can get into, because Heather and I want to, because we'll be down in Florida, man. That's the other thing you got to remember is as we head down to Florida, that's going to change our lifestyle a little bit. We're going to be in the ocean a lot more. We're going to be walking dogs. We're going to be.
But I think it only changes your lifestyle if you want it to change your lifestyle. I think there's people in Florida who don't want to go outside. They want to stay inside. They want to do the same thing that they want to do.
Sure.
So
but
I
also
think
remember
even though
that I married a girl that was born pretty much on the beach, so I don't have a choice.
No, I'm not saying you were wrong, but you can't speak for everybody. He's like, oh yeah, we're going to Florida. We're going to be super active. Like, not like.
I think everybody probably has that dream going to Florida. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I'm going to walk on the beach every morning, and then the morning hits. You're like, nah, I don't want to leave this bed. Like, my alarm ain't gone off yet. Nope.
That scene from Rocky looks really cool until you actually get out there and start running on the wet sand and realize how hard it is.
Right.
I think they're in like California though too, aren't they?
Well, sure, but it's a beach scene.
Yeah. Well, but like you couldn't get me to go to Florida. I would go to California before I would go to Florida, just because of the snakes and iguanas and shit. I don't mess with that. Like, no. And then the world's largest snake was found less than an hour away from where Josh is moving to.
Did I tell you that? Like, we went to check out when we went in September to check this place out, Cy, the guy that we're planting the church with, Cy and Monica are their names.
Oh.
But Cy was pointed it out as we were driving along the road. He pointed to the trail, and he said back there about a quarter of a mile in is where the kids found the 18-foot Burmese python that just set the world record.
My nipple just got so hard because of the chills that ran down my spine. Like, that is
It's
so...
Is
like
it
that
still
thing-
alive?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they dug it up with like a
one of the
dozer,
other
didn't
things
they?
that totally just like rattled us was we're driving out in the Everglades, and there's hiking trails out in the Everglades, but there's also caution signs on those hiking trails that say watch out for panthers and snakes. I mean, like,
No
people
gators?
I don't even think it's high priority right there. I think they're more concerned with panthers and snakes than
I think people in Florida, like you just have a pet gator. It's like a dog.
Well, the way it works with gators
Shit.
is if there is a body of water that's bigger than the size of a bottle cap, you pretty much can assume there's a gator in that water.
100%.
But like, I heard that also if you're like driving down the road, like the iguana infestation is like if you're driving down the road, they're dropping on cars and like damaging cars and shit. Like in certain parts of Florida, of course. Now I don't know like exactly where, but
As I say, I would imagine that's in a little bit more. I mean, we're pretty southern, but it would have to be pretty tropical climate to have iguanas falling from trees that often.
You think Progressive or State Farm has an iguana insurance?
I can tell you who does: farmers, because they've seen a thing or two.
the only thing I would be freaked out about to live in Florida, and like not like if I see a snake, like yeah, I'm just not gonna go that way. But waking up, like we were just talking, were just talking about waking up and starting our day. Like I couldn't imagine waking up to start my day and find a snake in my toilet. Like not happening. I'm burning the house down.
Well, I would be safe because snakes go for warmer climates, and I would keep my house ice cold. So, like we currently do.
No. But like with the whole like food truck thing, like I can imagine that like that attracts other animals. Like, does that bother you at all? Like gators and shit. Like
Well,
people,
I mean,
gators are walking up across. Oh, go ahead.
It's a truck and it's sealed, so I mean, I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with a gator like walking up to my truck. Maybe if he does, maybe I'll throw him a biscuit.
Well,
ball.
I think
he might be
a
hungry.
lot of those people. I think a lot of those people, like the reason why gators are so bad in certain areas is because they're feeding them. Like they're just like. Ooh.
That is actually the problem that we heard down there is that it's actually a felony in Florida to feed a gator because of once you feed a gator, they are way more dangerous because they're no longer intimidated by humans.
I get spooked by coons out my trash.
In the wild, a gator should run from you.
Should.
Yeah.
Unless you're golfing.
Unless you encroach in their territory and they become defensive, a gator should run from you.
5 years from now, Josh is going to be like the new Steve Irwin.
No.
You call that a knife?
No, but for real, while we were down there, we did go see a gator wrestling show, and the dude was interesting, to say the least.
So our pig wrestling is like their gator wrestling. Like,
oh, yeah.
The mud pigs.
Yeah, I mean,
also,
so
5 years from now, Josh is going to grow a mullet and wear a bandana, and he's going to lead some gator exhibit.
Maybe not the gator exhibit, but the mullet actually doesn't sound bad. I could dude. When in Florida, do as
it's
the
going to be way too hot
do.
for you to grow out that hair.
Oh my gosh,
it's going to get to that point where you're going to be like ugly.
I'm going to end up with that ugly middle school buzz cut because I can't handle the heat. You remember that where I look like Mr. Clean?
Yeah, and you blame me and Bobby for cutting your hair too.
That was my eyebrows, wasn't it? No, that was
that was your bangs.
It was the bangs. It was just that bad, man. It was that bad.
Oh,
and you blamed us for it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was bad.
Why don't you tell that story? Because I'm
knowing damn well we didn't do it.
Let's not tell that story.
Let's tease the audience.
Tease the audience? Okay. How about this? Sometimes you make a decision, and that decision backfires. Bad. I mean, really bad. Like worse than people of Walmart haircuts. Bad. and you butcher it so bad that you're like, the only logical explanation that you can sell this to anybody is you have to come up with a story that your friends pranked you. Like, that's the only way that you can convince anyone that you didn't just like Barbie doll chop your hair and make it look like, because that's exactly what I did. I grabbed a pair of scissors.
But the only way that works is if your friends aren't there when you're trying to tell your parents that they cut your hair.
You weren't awake. You weren't present when I cut it. So for all I knew, I could have put a wedge between the two of you, and one of you convinced that the other one had done it, and I was blaming both of you for it. Like,
he didn't give us enough credit to be smart at all. Like,
well, I remember I asked
Bobby. You enough credit, Bobby.
I asked Bobby, I was like, "Did you do it?" And he was like, "Did you do it?" I said, "No."
But from my perspective, dude, the only way I could sell it was, this is so bad. Like, I have to make it seem like my friends like butchered this, because I don't know.
What did mom and dad say?
They just were like, what is wrong with you? And so they were just like, that's so stupid. We're going to go.
So they believed you that we cut your bangs.
Are you kidding me? With the crap that y'all did to me over the years, you don't think cutting my bangs?
His mom came out into the living room while we were sleeping. And she's like, "Did you cut his hair?" We're like,
I
what?
lied as all get out about that one. I'll acknowledge that was a total fabricated half truth with no real truth in it. With no real truth in it. Somebody cut it. It was bad. The half truth is that it was me that cut it.
Oh my God.
Hey, I said one of my friends butchered my hair. I like to think that I am my own friend.
Oh my God.
Lord.
I would have never messed with any of your appearances.
That's true, but that was because you were like, if anybody could be accused of being a little metrosexual, it would be Jordan. I mean,
I like to look good.
No, hang on. And it's so funny because now I look at Bobby, and Bobby with his like manicured beard, he's like way more fancy pants than either of us.
I've always liked to look good. I always like to smell good too. That was my biggest thing.
Yeah, Bobby was just smelling good.
Yeah, Bobby smelled good.
I always gelled my hair. I always had deodorant. I
talk good. That was
deodorant in the back pocket just in case something popped off.
Yes, please.
Two sticks.
Delicious. It was delicious.
What'd you eat?
Strips. Chicken strips.
Oh,
so good.
I got spaghetti upstairs.
Ooh, spaghetti.
I just don't know where like you thought.
Without.
Oh, thank God. Remember, Mom
I just don't know where you
in the spaghetti?
thought.
So gross.
I don't know how he thought that out was going to work out. Like, because he's.
Oh,
I mean, you've done like other.
It worked. I don't know what
the
you're
fuck
talking about.
it worked.
For who?
For me.
You got a free haircut.
You looked worse. You looked worse lying about it.
Okay, I will acknowledge. I will acknowledge that the haircut afterwards, the buzz cut, was not pretty. But in the grand scheme of things,
the cut before the buzz cut.
That's not the point. That's not the point. In the grand scheme of things, the story served its purpose, which was my parents did not ground me and punish me for being an idiot with scissors. Hey.
You look stupid.
That should have been all the punishment I needed.
Oh,
but you know my parents well enough to know they'd have probably also taken a belt to my butt. So,
oh my God.
I never saw you get spanked.
I didn't get spanked when we were older.
You were like, I think your parents were the most laid back parents out of all of our parents. And I've had my ass beat. And if I would have done some stupid shit like that, like, I don't know. Like, my parents probably would like be like, what the hell are you trying to tell me? Like, your friends cut your hair, like, to make you look like a dummy?
And I don't know if I would have ever decided to just cut my bangs.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. I don't even remember what was going on at the time.
Yeah, like that's my.
I think it was trendy.
Like
it was. You know how often I'm influenced by trends. There was something going on. No, hang on. No, stop. Listen.
A bowl
there
cut?
was something going on with bangs at the time trend-wise, and I tried to do it and butchered it bad. Like, it wasn't even close. I don't remember what it was.
Shit. You butchered? Oh, shit.
I'm so glad there are no picture evidence of this haircut.
God, dude. Oh.
Y'all.
That's what I watched the podcast from last week, and I was like, man, I didn't laugh at all. Like, there wasn't like anything funny because, normally when we come on here, I laugh, deep laugh a couple times.
Yeah, baby.
So I was like, I got to find a story or something. Like, I got to figure out how to laugh on this.
Well, I hope that helped because
that was a good one.
Now I'm gonna get yelled at by mom and dad finally.
If they don't know now, geez, Louise,
they don't care.
I thought you told them like right after, like, I don't even know how long it went on, but like,
I
know that you still left hair on your pillow to make it look like we did it in your sleep.
I don't even remember how it came about that you told us that you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Asked what was wrong. You asked what was wrong with my hair.
No, I think you put up the fight for quite a while about me or Bobby cut your hair, but I don't know what the final straw was that you came clean to me and Bobby that you are the one that cut your hair.
We didn't find out when it happened.
I don't remember that. No,
I thought
no, that's what I'm saying. It was like he kept like alive for quite a while.
Yeah, it was like a week later.
Oh, I thought it was like that day because I thought Sabrina asked us about it, and we were like, "What?"
Oh
but,
my
like,
God,
that was the thing. Like, nothing ever like went unnoticed in that house. Like, everybody noticed if Josh either did something different or if he was trying something new.
Why are you singling me out like that?
You admitted that you were working on trends. Like, you were I'm going to do something with my bangs.
Something trendy going on.
I don't even know what that could be, unless it was like that shit that what's his face used to do. He used to gel his hair all forward and then like spike just his bangs up.
It might have been
that's the only thing I could think of.
You gotta have bangs to spike it up.
It might have been that because I think I was trying to like get this like straight across like it was supposed to be.
So how did you do it? Did you just do this?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because that was in my head. That was the way to do it, man. You just like spike everything, put it to the front, and you just take scissors and straighten off the edge.
You couldn't have waited until Art opened up so he could like line you up.
Bro,
Art, man.
I was like, how hard is this to do?
Oh, fucking Art.
Gosh.
Me and Mike were talking about Art the other day. That man passed away.
Art.
Rest in peace,
Art.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah.
But I remember Josh used to only go to him. Wasn't it Art that you used to go to, Josh?
I used to go to Art.
Jordan always went to Art. I did Mike, and then I also did the other guy that was there for a while.
I don't remember.
The one that had the cheap, Steve or something like that. That had the creepy child molester mustache.
Yeah, that was Steve.
Oh, you're like, oh yeah, I want to go to him.
Dude, have you seen my dad's mustache?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've known your dad for several decades.
But your dad, his isn't like child molester. His is like Dale Earnhardt.
Dad's is like Dale Earnhardt. Race car driver or firefighter level. So, I've told Heather, I was like, for years, I was like, a mustache is the only real thing that I could grow. And she's like, good, I hate it. Never grow it.
You got a goatee, though.
Well, but like it doesn't come in super great here on the sides.
I mean,
I was looking up a player. Sorry, for Jordan.
That's good.
I forgot to look up a player,
Right.
but I was doing that in the meantime.
We were so over the weekend. So Saturday, Aubrey had her Cav Angels competition in Joplin. Joplin's a super nice little town. I've been to it when you were in college there, but it was at nighttime, and I don't think we really did anything. I think we just went to the dorms or we did something. But yeah, I didn't realize that it's a pretty decent sized town. I didn't know that.
Well, it is a third newly renovated, so.
Well, yeah. Well, I figured that. And then the high school's super nice.
Well, that's also newly renovated.
Oh, no shit. I know. But I'm just saying, like, it's a lot bigger than I thought the city of Joplin was. And the school.
It's weirdly
the school
large.
Was big. And, like, the gymnasium, it had, like, I like the way it was made. Like, the school, there's a crap ton of windows. Because you know how, like, Hutch is just, like, there's a couple windows, but it's all, like, single floor. It's not picturesque like this is. Like, but if you go to the gymnasium, like, and you're sitting in the bleachers, you're overlooking, there's a big, like, several panes of windows that are just there, and it's kind of like bringing in natural light. I just thought it was super cool. And then that's how the school is too. It's multi-leveled, but there's several windows around. So I thought Joplin was pretty nice. And we ate at Norma's Diner. Did you ever eat
where's
there?
That at?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. It's in Joplin. Not too far from the high school.
Not too far from the high school? I don't think I ever ate at Norma's.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty nice. Pretty good food. I had a Greek salad. There's something about a salad, man. There's just, I just love a good salad. And they had like Greek dressing, but it had like...
Restaurants have the best ranch.
See, I'm not a big ranch guy. Like, I like the Italian dressing, or like, especially this Greek dressing. That's what I like in my salad. Like, I like it vinegary, you know?
I like a good like Caesar salad. I like when that is like when
Caesar dressing's good. Yeah.
But like a restaurant style ranch salad, like a steak salad, like those are pretty good. I'll tear up a salad with ranch on it. Like one of those.
Yeah, I just like a good salad, man.
Have you ever had a potato salad? That's really good.
Like like funeral potatoes, or like is it like a?
No, like potato salad.
Yeah,
potatoes,
like
mustard.
you have like a barbecue or or at a funeral.
Josh is just being fat.
Oh, okay.
That's my kind of salad.
He's being starchy.
Fruit salad?
I'm not a big fruit salad guy.
No?
Just fruit. Pineapple, peaches, kiwi.
Yeah, pineapples. Yep, pineapple. Yep.
Pineapple's number one. Pineapple's number one. It's got to be.
Oh, 100%.
If you're eating fruit and pineapple's not your first option, then I got second.
Go to hell.
You're missing out. Trust me, as somebody who missed out for many, many years.
Last time we told the story about, well, this wasn't last time. It was one of the episodes that you couldn't make it, and I think we were anticipating you coming on. So I told the story of when I tried to kill Josh. Not kill him, but I was like, I could have like been arrested for attempted murder, like giving him pineapple pop.
Oh. No, and then he was allergic to it?
Well, no, like I didn't believe him, so I was like, meh.
That's like giving somebody peanut butter with a peanut allergy just to see what happens.
Yeah, this man was just like, I don't think he's telling the truth.
Yeah. And then turns out he's not allergic. But Pop didn't have enough pineapple to find out, I don't think.
I don't think so. It was like 1% juice.
But there was one story that like it was another episode we anticipated you coming on here that I was going to ask you about, because I remember you guys always bringing it up. It was you. You would always bring it up like whenever Josh, like one of Josh's girlfriends came up, and it would always be fish or lake flavored pizza.
Oh gosh, lake flavored pizza.
I don't know the story, and I was wondering if you could like elaborate a little bit.
Oh, it was just me being petty. So he was dating Ashley. Quite a while. They dated for quite a while, and it seemed like any time. Well, because looking back, like I was jealous, right? So because I didn't typically, like, I had a lot of girlfriends, but I didn't want to just be tied down. So like, and like this is like the serious thing. Like I was always like the anchor. I always felt like I was the anchor to the friendship of everybody here. So I vowed like to myself that I would never be too busy for my friends, like you two, or I would never leave you guys without, letting you know or trying to see if you guys wanted to go. So that's why, like after school, after college or after high school, that's why I didn't want to go to college anywhere else. I wanted to stay here because you guys were here. And then next thing I know, Josh leaves. And then Josh goes to Ozark, and I'm like, fuck, what do I do now? And then Bobby goes to Great Bend. And I'm like, fuck, now what do I do? Like, I'm here by myself. I turned down opportunities to go somewhere. So like that. So looking back, that was the jealous side of me. So what Josh did. So anytime that I'd ever go to Josh's house and he was dating Ashley, I always knew Josh was probably not going to be there. So I was going to hang out with BJ, or I was going to hang out with Walter, or whoever else came over to the house. So we were doing something. I asked Josh if he was going to go, and he was like, no, I'm going to go to the lake with Ashley. And I think we all teamed up to like order a pizza that night or some shit. And I was like, hey, I think we're having a pizza and a movie tonight. Are you going to stay here? He was like, no, I'm going to go to the lake with Ashley. I was like, oh, are you eating lake flavored pizza? Like, what are you doing? Like, and that was the whole story. It was just me being super petty.
And like flavored pizza became synonymous with basically abandoning your friends for your girl. And it was hilarious, dude. And for years,
you're gonna eat lake flavored pizza, but you're not gonna hang out. Like that's what you're gonna do.
Cool, fine then. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go eat your lake flavored pizza.
So you sort of did what Josh did when we came back from taking the city that one year and kicked you out for being unchristian in his house, listening to music.
If we can't acknowledge that we've all been a little petty in this friendship,
oh yeah, I just think it's funny, but that's why we're here.
Absolutely, man. We love each other. We get past it.
I don't know if I've ever been petty. Like I always gave Jordan shit for when he was dating Shayla, but I was never really petty. I was just okay. I mean, I always knew if it was either Shayla or hanging out with me. That's how me and Austin got close. Me and Austin started hanging out when Jordan was dating Shayla.
Right.
And then but I can't say that I ever said anything petty or did anything petty that I can think of. I did get petty when. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, you know how I was. I was always quick witted. I always had a comeback at something, and I didn't have a filter, so I didn't give a shit. I was gonna say whatever came to my mind, and then that was it. But
rape your wit.
yeah.
But I do remember me and Josh would always hook Jordan up at Subway. There was one time where I was like, man, I can't get a Blizzard.
That still pisses me off to this day, dude. I couldn't get a fucking job at Subway.
No, I'm saying whenever we would give you Subway sandwiches, and I was like, hey, when are you gonna hook us up with a Blizzard?
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, no, 9 times out of 10, Josh would go in there. He'd get a fucking large strawberry cheesecake Blizzard, and his fat ass would eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure but would. Patty don't want to hire me at Subway.
It was crap, dude. I always thought if the three of us could have worked together, that would have been just gold, just pure gold.
Could you imagine 3 people working on Super Bowl Sunday?
No, but the 3 of us together working Super Bowl. Yeah, that's fair. No, we would have set up a TV there in the shop. I'm surprised you and I didn't do that, Bobby. We didn't set up a TV.
I got sent home early because we didn't have anybody coming in. So Grant Patty was like, yeah, go ahead and send Bobby home. So I went to your house and watched the Super Bowl with Jordan and everybody else.
And worked.
It was the Tampa Bay Raiders Super Bowl too. So it wasn't even really a good Super Bowl necessarily to watch.
Says you, man. That's a Mike Allstott and.
Well, no, I'm saying in general, it's
it's
nothing that you look back on and go, ooh, I really wish that I would have watched that Super Bowl. But you technically would have had to say that, not me. Oh, shucks. Yeah. But I think we've told that story where your aunt ran Subway and made us the only 2 fans of football work on Super Bowl
only 2
Sunday.
Football fans.
The only 2 fans. And that's bullshit. And we got stuck there listening to K-Love.
Oh, gosh.
But hey, I didn't ask you, Josh. How was your week?
Man, it's been a really good week. I mean, today's been a great birthday. But it's been...
What'd you get?
Man, I got all sorts of good stuff. So this chair that I'm in is a birthday gift. I got these really...
Is that the X chair?
No, it was from Costco, but it was like
I can't afford payments on an X chair. Those things are expensive.
This thing's nice. I got these little almond toffee bars. I got a whole tub of them, and man, they are addictive. I think it was. Who got these for me?
I'm gonna take the over on the 15 pounds. Just heads up,
bro. No kidding, right? But I've had these for a couple of days, and I've only had a few of them, so I'm doing all right.
He's got self-control now.
I do have self-control now, man.
Did you show Jordan what I got you the last time I was down there? What I brought you?
I'm gonna go get that.
You see this little picture back here, right, Jordan, behind me?
Which one?
It's the one.
Dumb and Dumber one?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got Josh something very similar, but it's not like that. It's not like a picture of somebody, but it's pretty cool.
We made it to the moon.
It's the newspaper thing from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. How awesome is that?
We landed on the moon.
We landed on the moon. We landed on the moon. I'm getting
That's cheesy.
Oh yeah, but it was so from that one of those Temu. Hello.
They said hi.
Oh man,
But like I got it off the Temu, and I was like, you can't beat like $1.49, right? So, and that's how much I got that picture for, and that's like a canvas, so it feels like professional. So,
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm an artsy fartsy guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got all sorts of cool gifts. It's been a real good week. We Brandon and Hannah, the young couple who's going to take over the youth ministry, they had a kind of an emergency situation at their house. Their house is a mobile home, but it's been extended on, and so it has like their setup's weird, and it wasn't very safe. There was two electric panels, and the older one kind of fried. It was an old Edison bulb one with the screw-in bulb type fuses. Yeah, it was pretty dated. And so, but miraculously, he came in. He smelled something wrong. Air conditioner was like roaring buzzing pretty loud, obviously abnormally. And so he killed the power to it. Well, that ended up killing the entire breaker box. Well, he went back and looked, and the whole panel was fried, stuff like that. So he was minutes away from his house burning down. So he's very blessed in that. But this whole past week, he hasn't had any power or anything like that. So they came and stayed with us for the week. So them and their 3 kiddos have been living in our basement and hanging out with us. So it's just been a really fun, quality time. Because, Brandon and Hannah, the mom and dad, they were some of my first students in youth group, first year here. And I got to do their wedding. So I've kind of been involved in their life. Well, they came back to church a couple of years ago and started getting plugged in. And so Brandon really felt, we went to CIY this summer, and Brandon really felt like God was calling him into ministry. So out of that, this whole opportunity's kind of come where we're now going down to Florida to help with this church plant, and he's going to take over in the youth ministry in my place. So it's kind of cool. So we've had all week spent together. He's the one who made dinner tonight. It's been cool.
Wow. What you have? Oh, you had the chicken strips.
Chicken strips, yeah.
How's the truck hunt
strips
coming? How's are you any closer to getting a truck?
I am. I've got it all narrowed down. I get to turn in all of my paperwork tomorrow to the Missouri State Business Development Center. So they will process everything, give me the green light. I get to take that then to Branson Bank. They'll give me the loan, and then I'll be able to go and purchase my truck. I don't know. I've looked at a couple of options. I'm still not sure with the time that all of this has taken. I think I may just go with a truck that's pretty much ready to go. With my budgeting, I've actually given myself a little bit more room for the value of the truck, so I think I can get a bigger truck anyways through the guy that I was originally looking at. So I'm hopeful, because I've got my location set, I'm hopeful that I can be in place by mid-December.
Nice.
Damn. That's quick.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's like a month from now. It's like a month from now.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Better start slanging some biscuits.
Boo, I have been making so many. I've got the website up and ready. You can go to
a website.
Well, it's like an ordering website. So if you go to the socials for the Chubby Buddy, there is a button, like an action button, that will take
order
you,
here.
Yep, order here, and it will take you to the ordering page. Now you can't order yet because we're not open, but you can see some of the pictures that we've already taken, and you can see the recipes for all that we have. Although you can't right now because none of the recipes are. I need to change that for right now. I need to set it to all day so you can look at everything all day. You just can't order everything all day. That's so fun.
What else are you going to have on the truck besides your biscuit bomb? What's your first thing you're going to add to the truck? Like, other than biscuit bombs, that's your signature meal.
Yeah, truly biscuit bombs are the signature thing. So that's the main thing. I have some other like sandwiches, some salads, some soups that I'm all making as part of the biscuit bombs. So chili I'm planning on making, chicken pot pie I'm planning on making, because those are also biscuit bomb ingredients. So, but it is surprisingly pretty narrowed down to just the biscuit bombs and the recipes that are included there. Now, mind you, I've got 7 breakfast recipes. I've got 10 lunch recipes, and then like 4 kids recipes.
Are these made to order, or are you like going to pre-make them?
Most of them will be a sort of made to order. I'm going to pre-cook some of the ingredients. So like my bacon, I'm going to half cook it. My sausage, I'm going to half cook it. Gravy, I'm going to have made ahead of time. Cheese will be pre-prepped, stuff like that. Eggs will be made fresh on the grill. So what I'll do is, say you order a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit bomb. I'll throw 2 strips of bacon on the grill that are half cooked. Finish cooking those up really quick. I'll throw in an egg on top of that, scramble that. And then what I'll do is I'll scoop that up into a bowl, add the cheese sauce to it, mix it, and then put that into the biscuit. So you're looking at about maybe a minute and a half of prep time, but it will taste fresh made, even though some of the ingredients are somewhat pre-prepped.
Right.
I hope I get to try one in January.
Well, that's my goal. Is if I can have this thing up and running, then in January when we come to the show, I can bring the truck with me.
That would be
showcase it a little bit, because it wouldn't
January
take nothing
6th,
to get a little. Yeah, it wouldn't take nothing to get a little, 48-hour pass from
Ace Hardware,
Leavenworth, from Leavenworth, the city.
Is that
how they do
it? I
it?
thought you meant path. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them have. A lot of cities and counties have like a little vendor kind of thing for like when people are doing festivals. So They'll sign up for a food vendor's license for just a couple of days. So that's probably what I'll look for.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, there's a whole lot of sports to talk about, Joshua.
The big thing I'll have to watch out for is if I sell more than like 600, then I have to file taxes in Kansas.
Oh.
So I may end up
bring your cash, people.
Selling 500. Yeah, there you go. Bring cash. Not that matters, because we report everything to the IRS like good American citizens.
Chubby buddy discount.
Yeah. We're not at all patriots who think taxation is theft. Anyways. What were we saying about the truck? Yeah. Go ahead.
What's up?
No, you said what we were going to say about the truck. I thought you were saying something else.
No, I was just redirecting the conversation.
Well, go ahead and plug it, because you need to like, follow, and share that Facebook page, Instagram page, and TikTok page that he's got going.
Yes, please.
Now, are you going to have a full website going?
Probably. I'll get all that set up and ready to go. I'm really just trying to get like up and running. And then, But yeah, I mean, website will kind of tell the story a little bit, maybe tell a little bit of how everything got going through the podcast. Because this is the start of it all, us BSing on here about what makes the greatest breakfast food. Obviously it's biscuits and gravy, but it's the only thing that makes it anything. The only thing that weakens biscuits and gravy, it's got to stay on the plate. Well, we solved that with the biscuit bomb, y'all.
Well, I'll be on a live stream tomorrow, so I'll drop it a little bit. As much as open room it allows me, so.
Yeah.
He's pretty popular, so he was the guy that was on the Recess Ruckus episode, the last episode.
Oh,
of the
nice.
Recess
Your
Ruckus.
food guy?
I'll be on his live stream tomorrow. No, it's not the food guy. He's
not the food guy.
Green Bay Packer fan guy.
Gotcha.
He's a coach for content creation, and then he does beard reviews. He's an IT guy, I think, full time, and then
cool.
So yeah, I'll be on there if you guys want to check it out. It'll be at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow live. When everybody hears this,
on Monday?
It'll be Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh, yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We are thankful for you, our listeners.
Before we get into sports, what food are you looking forward to for Thanksgiving?
Cheese. Always.
Cheese.
Give me that cheese plate, baby. Give me that cheese plate.
Cheese.
Smoked Gouda.
This dude was like...
that's literally
he said
the
that's his
worst,
least favorite.
Jordan. You know
is
this.
it?
I've told you before how much I hate
What about
smoked
Gruyere?
Gouda. Gruyere's fantastic. It's a great, soft, softish, bitter cheese. It's perfect. Fantastic. But no, smoked Gouda is like the worst flavor ever.
Have you tried the Havarti?
No, Havarti's great. Havarti's a great
Have you tried the Havarti with dill?
Swiss.
Have you tried the Havarti with dill? Oh, okay.
No, but I imagine it's pretty good.
Oh, it's so amazing. Like that's the only exotic name of cheese that I can say that I can enjoy. Other than that, I stick to the basics.
What about Munster?
Cheddar.
What about Munster?
Colby.
Seriously?
Colby.
Munster.
American.
Munster is
Cheddar. Sharp cheddar.
First off, if you've never made a grilled cheese with Munster, you are missing out. It is the gooeyest, most delicious.
Do you have
cheese.
a grilled cheese biscuit?
Yeah, you have a grilled cheese biscuit bomb.
I don't.
You're welcome.
Oh,
bro.
Call that the Throck Daddy.
Call that the plug stopper. I mean, cheese and biscuits. Like, how else do I do that other than
cheese on toast?
Just stuff a biscuit full of cheese,
bacon
of different cheeses. Yeah, I guess I could do some bacon.
Tomato soup. Serve with your tomato soup with a little basil on top.
Man, I'm digging this idea. Hang on, I'm gonna play around with this. I do love a good grilled cheese.
Come up with the Throck Daddy special.
Good.
I do love a good grilled cheese, baby. Do love a good grilled cheese.
See, like, if I was going to choose a grilled cheese, I would have to have more than just cheese on it. Like, I would want, like, bacon, maybe some jalapeno, pickles.
So I was thinking I got a few different cheeses I could mix together. I've got a fire roasted tomato and chilies that would be really good in there.
Yeah.
And then some jalapenos, I think. But you can, and bacon for sure.
Serve it with a bottle of Pepto.
Serve it with some Gas X and some, what else?
Easy Flow.
Easy
what's
Flow.
The shit that they gave?
What's
Jordan? What food? What food are you looking forward to?
Imodium D, or is it? No, it's the opposite of that. Not Imodium. You need the opposite of that.
I like a good ham.
Ooh, I love
some stuffing, mashed potatoes, the rolls. That's me. And then plus obviously the desserts.
Now, which desserts though?
Oh, I like the old fashioned. I like a good pumpkin pie.
Okay.
I like a good
ratio
chocolate mousse or something.
Cool Whip to that pumpkin pie. What's the
$2 to Cool Whip? It covers the whole fucking slice.
Okay. All right.
There's 0 pumpkin showing. The only thing I don't like about pumpkin pie is the crust.
For real.
I think it depends on the crust that you're using. Like, some people have like a graham cracker.
It's usually like that. It's usually like that pastry bullshit crust.
Yeah, and I like.
What about like
graham
mom's,
cracker? I would.
What about like mom's thinner pie pastry crust when she makes homemade?
Yeah, I like those. Your mom's strawberry cheesecake is.
Bro,
fuck me. Yeah,
the banana cream pie is.
See, now that's my favorite. Like that your mom
I'd go for some banana cream pie.
I'm not a big German chocolate fan, and your mom always made that German chocolate cake. I just don't like the coconut, like that.
That's Dad's thing, though, man. He's always loved German chocolate.
It's just not
ever since the military, ever since he served over there.
But like,
I like German.
One thing, what?
I like German chocolate.
I like German chocolate. I don't like the coconut. I like the coconut that like, especially the abundance of coconut. So every bite you're getting that like gristly bite into it.
I like a good peanut butter pie. You know.
Oh,
but
yeah,
peanut butter cream pie, a lemon delight pie. Oh,
fuck that. That's disgusting.
Ooh, I love lemon cream pie.
You know,
ooh.
No,
I'm gonna circle back to
lime, you can keep all that shit.
I'm gonna circle back to stuffing with you, Jordan. I agree. Stuffing is one of those underrated sides.
It is.
Like I don't think it's underrated. I think it's right where it needs to be.
Well, I guess it's underrated in the sense that like it's so good. Yet
I think it's
overlooked. Use it
overlooked
at the holidays. That's what it is. It's overlooked and undersold. That could be a all year side dish if we truly gave it its value.
Yeah.
Well, like when you fresh make that stuff, that's the reason why I think that like it, because it takes a while to make. Like if you make it fresh, not like the stovetop stuff. Like the
stovetop's where it's at, though, bro.
I was just saying, stovetop's the best brand.
But I'm saying, like when people think of stuffing, like
give me that hot water and pour them breadcrumbs in. Let's go eat it up.
What's that?
They're
what's
lucky
the
I
other
don't just eat it straight out of the box, my guy. Just pour the hot water down the
just
throat.
croutons, baby.
Just
Have you ever had cornbread
scalding hot water in your mouth?
Have you ever had cornbread stuffing?
Oh, cornbread, yeah, cornbread stuffing.
Cornbread stuffing. Yeah, well, that's like the original stuffing. Like that's why it takes so long to prep. Is that like the original stuffing is cornbread stuffing, and they stuff it in. Yeah,
I did not know
and it just takes a while. But like, I like green bean casserole. But I think the most overlooked side item that's for Thanksgiving, and I think that it needs to be like one of the best prepared things, is the gravy. The gravy is where some people slack. Like it needs to be like the right consistency.
If your gravy isn't containing the juices from the meat that you cook, then you just disappointed everyone at the dinner.
I just don't like. I think turkey is the most overrated meat on the planet. Like I could live without it. I would rather have ham.
I like a turkey club sandwich, but I don't necessarily like turkey at Thanksgiving. I could live without the turkey. Like I don't really.
Amen.
Like turkey for me doesn't do it, but a turkey club sandwich, that's where I like the turkey.
Yeah, deli turkey.
Well, for those of you that are hoping that there's somebody here who understands you, I'm still here because turkey is the correct food at Thanksgiving, and it is delicious.
That's not what I'm saying.
Especially when you inject that turkey with a Tony Shasher's injectable, and then it tastes fire. So take your turkey club sandwich and
I'm just saying, if nobody had turkey at Thanksgiving, I wouldn't care.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
I might still eat it. I might still have a couple slices.
To the both of you. You're un-American.
I'm not like, oh my God, it's Thanksgiving, I get to have a turkey. I'm not. That's not me.
Like it's just American. It's a boring meat. Like it's nothing that I look like.
What? It's a boring meat. Like, oh my! I'm not even a turkey fan. Like it's number 4 on my list, but I feel like I have to defend.
He's got a top 5 meat list. I have to give it to me right now,
bro. Are you kidding
me?
Coming in
5.
Your top 4.
It's bacon. It's steak. Which
bacon would be pork.
It's beef. No,
it's a pork.
Bobby.
So you're telling me if you make turkey
generic,
let's just say turkey bacon is
He asked me for my top 5 meat list. I am giving you my top 5 meat list.
And turkey's 4. I feel bad for that stomach, man.
Bro, no, turkey is a good meat, but it's not even high up on the list. Like easily
number 3.
Bacon, steak, gosh.
They had a top 5.
Pork,
you didn't write it down?
No, it's not written down. Are you kidding me? Bacon, steak, pork, turkey, chicken.
You're telling me deer meat doesn't beat turkey?
You don't like hamburger?
Yeah, hamburger.
That's beef. That's with steak.
Then you can't put bacon at number 1 because you said pork at number 3. Bacon. Get out of here! You're crazy.
Fine. Okay.
You're crazy.
Fine. I will go then. Bacon, beef. See, deer meat doesn't go higher. That's what I'm
talking about.
Deer meat doesn't go higher than turkey.
Yes, it does. 100%.
No, it doesn't.
We'll come back to the top 5.
I love deer meat. It should be like jerky. Well, okay, hang on. So the way I process that was bacon, steak. It would be hamburger then 3rd. Then ham.
Pork chops.
No, ham. Yeah, pork chops would be there, but it would be like ham, pork all together. But bacon is separated and up at the top. Like it doesn't get included.
Then where's sausage?
Sausage would be there in the pork. Yeah, in the pork. Like,
but he's separating bacon.
It's good.
Well,
because bacon is another level, bro. Bacon is the top dog of all things. It's bacon. Then you got steak and beef and all the great things that come from a cow.
Okay, so you weren't doing 5 to 1. You did 1 to 5.
Oh yeah. No, that was 1
bacon's
at the
1.
top. Bacon number 1. Number 2 is steak and beef and all the great things that come from a cow. Number 3 would have to be then.
You should just do animals like pig.
Okay, all right. Well, no, because bacon is separate, bro. I'm never putting pig over cow, but I am putting bacon over beef.
Okay, so bacon, pig, cow.
No, bacon, cow, pig. Then chicken, then turkey. That's actually probably how it should be. So turkey's number 5. But even still, that's my point. It's like down on the list, and yet I still feel like I'm here defending it.
How often do you eat turkey, except for Thanksgiving and Christmas?
My wife eats it for lunch meat, so it's always in the house. So,
but is that deli turkey though?
Yeah, it's deli turkey.
Or is that a roasted turkey, like a large roasted turkey?
That's the other thing. Her dad will sometimes buy turkeys and make like meals with turkey. So yes, we've done, and Heather has asked me to get little Cornish turkeys and make those at home with injectables. So yeah, dude, we do turkey.
Ugh.
Like, it's not bad.
Isn't a Cornish hen, isn't that like a chicken?
A Cornish hen is, but a Cornish turkey
Cornish
would
hen
be
is what it would be called?
small turkey.
Oh, I thought it was a small chicken. Oh.
A Cornish hen would be a small chicken. A Cornish turkey would be.
I've never seen a Cornish turkey. I've always thought they were called
Cornish is
hen.
just the phrase for a not fully developed.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was just chicken. That's why I was
So you
like,
can't
what?
say baby.
They don't want you to say baby. They're going to say Cornish. It's corny. It's corny to eat it.
It's embryo hen.
I am not the guy who named the food, okay? I just know the names of the food.
It's a sperm hen. That's what it is.
Oh man.
I'm not eating it now.
Well, you didn't have to you didn't have to tell me twice. I wouldn't eat turkey now. I mean, I would live without turkey. That's all I'm saying. I would be fine without not having turkey for 10 years.
That's disappointing. I agree with you. It's not the main meat. It's not up there. But y'all are disappointing me. And
so are you going to turn down, like, if somebody said, "Hey, we're having T-bones for Thanksgiving," you're going to turn that down before you have a turkey?
Yeah, go ahead and ask the freaking cousins of mine who did it every year and it annoyed the crap out of me. Go ahead and ask Grady. Go ahead and ask Trent what they made every Thanksgiving. While the rest of us were eating good American ham and turkey, those un-American comrades were out here grilling steak. They always have, because they're Broncos fans and they're secretly commies. Grady and Trent, I love you guys, but just know that that's how I feel.
I feel like T-bones is more American if you're
making
that.
More American? Not for Thanksgiving. Go out, shoot your turkey. Be more American. Go hunt your turkey. Where's your right to bear arms? Get it together.
So that's what you're upset about. They're not hunting their own. They're not hunting their own birds. Yeah, exactly. If they were out there hunting that cattle, if they were bringing it down and cut those things up themselves, then maybe I'd support it a little bit. Oh my God.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, give us your top 5 meats.
Yeah, give us your most overlooked turkey dish, and then give us your top 5 meats.
Most overlooked Thanksgiving dish. What's the side that you think is overlooked? And then give us your top 5 meats. And yes, it is okay to separate bacon because it's supreme.
Oh, my Lord.
Y'all, HCW is at it again. Heartland Championship Wrestling has brought another amazing show. Fight for the Hungry. It was a huge, huge win. They had phenomenal matches, amazing stuff. But before we get into the highlights from that match, let's tell you what's coming, because they are not stopping with that momentum. We have got the upcoming show ready for you. It is on December 2nd at the Osage Recreation Center in Wichita, Kansas. It's going to be called Wreck the Halls. It is going to be a great show. As y'all have seen already, Wichita has a tendency to fill out. Last night's show was no exception to that. And man, they packed the crowds there. So you could better believe Wreck the Halls is going to be a phenomenal show. Doors open at 5 p.m. Bell rings at 6 p.m. More info to come. Make sure you're following HCW on all the socials to stay in the loop. And make sure to keep following along here, because we'll always make sure to drop one of the key matches every time. So tune into HCW and check out Wreck the Halls on December 2nd at the Osage Recreational Center.
All right, so Jordan, my first question for you to start this off with, I have a saved thing here. What is the first words coming out of your mouth if your quarterback comes to the sidelines after fumbling on the 1-yard line, walking into the end zone? Alabama. Did you watch that? Like, what's Dreiling saying to you if that was you, Jordan?
If I fumbled the ball at the 1-yard line?
Yeah.
Showboating like that. Showboating like that, too.
I don't think Dreiling would say anything, which is more scary than Dreiling saying something.
And that's what Saban did.
Yeah, like you get that look like from your wife. It's as intimidating as getting a look from Dreiling. Speaking of Dreiling, they're going to state this year?
Yeah, they're going to state
Let's
again.
go. For real?
Yeah, they beat Tonganoxie in the sub-state championship.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Way
So
to go.
shout out to Dryling. But any hoodles, I think you not getting a response at all is the worst thing.
Oh, chills.
And he's a rookie quarterback, isn't he?
When you screw up so bad that your coach won't talk to you.
Yeah. And that's what Saban did. He didn't even look at him. He was just like, but Dryling, I have a feeling he would have something to say. Like Dryling.
Oh, he would say it either in the locker room or 10 minutes later when he's figured out what the fuck to say.
And then bring it up 10 years down the road.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like when I hit him in the head with the football. Like he still periodically will talk about that. But
That's
it's
great.
You not getting a response from your head coach about you doing something stupid is the worst thing that a player could want or get from a head coach.
You feel like you're on an island all alone. It's isolating.
Like you literally let
terrifying.
everybody down and like you're looking for words of wisdom or I'm gonna have to take this ass whooping.
In a team sport, the worst thing you can feel is completely isolated. After a moment like that, you are on an island all by yourself. Ooh, scary.
I was just like, when I watched the highlight of that, like the first thing that came to mind, I was like, I wonder what Dryling would do if like that was any of his players. Like Saban didn't say, he didn't. I'm sure that the player had the fear of God in him because, I'm sure Saban is very verbal outside of the TV and the field.
Oh, you'll see him chew people's asses just like Dryling did. But I think in that instance, I think what Saban's doing is in that instance, it's a young quarterback. So in the locker room behind closed doors, he's probably like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't do that shit.
Yep.
But for the sake of keeping his back and keeping him, into the game, keeping, the belief in him high, you're not going to call him out in front of everybody because he's young. He's going to make stupid mistakes.
Yeah. The long term there and what makes Saban such an incredible coach is that right there, Jordan. You're absolutely right. He's playing the long-term game where he's going to confront this kid personally, privately, in the locker room about this and not publicly shame him because he's his coach and that's his job. So I love that. You're absolutely right, man. That's why Saban's one of the greats.
Did you watch that game?
I didn't watch any college football because we were in Joplin on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So, the only thing I've seen is highlights or my DraftKings parlay didn't hit, obviously. Never does.
I was going to ask outside of the Michigan 1,000 wins.
How many teams did you have on your parlay?
I had a 12-game parlay. Missed it by a couple. But see, like I said last time, I only bet like $1 or $2.
I know it's just 12
but
games.
The payout's like $18-$20, you know.
It's just the hilariousness of 12 games. And I'm like, how in the world do you think you're going to get all of those right?
It makes me love it more because I know I've got to watch 12 games or I got to keep up with the 12 games. It's like fantasy football, but it's like legit money. So like, and I'm not stupid. I'm not putting $500 or $1,000, something I can't afford.
Yeah, you're betting money you can lose. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So it's fun for me. And then, like I said last time, like me and the wife do it on Sundays or, it's kind of how we watch football. So
it's the 12 games to me. That's the funny part. It's trying to get 12 games to land just right. That's a you move. Everybody else would be satisfied with
I'm a chasing fool.
Give me 12, baby. I want the full package.
What's the lowest you can take? Like, is it one game? Like everything has
there's single game bets.
No,
prop
you
bets.
You can do fucking like you can do live bets. You can be like, hey, what do you think the Chiefs are going to do the first drive?
Yep.
And like you can bet live.
Who scores the next touchdown?
Exactly.
Stuff like
but
that.
I'm saying like parlay, like you have a 12-game parlay, so 12 different things in 12 different games have to happen.
So I take the money line. So that's just who I think is going to win the game. But you can of those parlays. So a parlay is like if it's a single game parlay, you're betting on one game, but there's multiple things in that game is what makes it a parlay. So you could say, hey, I'm going to take LSU to beat Ole Miss, but I want JT Daniels to throw for 300 yards. Or I think JT Daniels is going to have 2 throwing, 1 rushing. Anytime touchdowns, a receiver's going to get it or a running back. And that's like, so you could bet single game parlays. I typically I'll do single game parlays, but I'll also do the money line parlays of the teams I think they're going to win. But I mean, you can bet on fucking anything. Like that's the fun. So if I lost a parlay, I'm usually chasing. So I'll usually turn on to a game that I'm watching live, and I'll be like, oh, they're going to go this drive, LSU, the fourth drive of the game, they're going to have a field goal attempt. It never hits. It's either a turnover or they score a touchdown, and I'm out, and I'm like, well, shit. So then I go to another game, and I'm like, okay, I think they're going to do this. You know.
Well, I know that's Pat McAfee's way of betting is like he bets like on all the way from the coin toss. Like he'll bet heads or tails. He'll bet first drive for whoever, like who's getting the ball first drive, what happens on the first drive, if it's a touchdown, field goal, or no score, and so on. Like, I mean, I know that I
don't have
curious,
Pat McAfee money. I can't do that.
I was just curious. I was just curious if you were doing 12 separate like things that had to happen throughout the day, pretty much. So like you take 12 games and say like you're picking like somebody to score touchdowns on 12 different teams.
No, so what I'll do. Games. I'll pick my money line parlay, and then if I know I'm gonna watch LSU Alabama, or I'm gonna watch a Michigan Ohio State, I'm going to bet on that individual game too, because I know I'm gonna watch that more than I'm gonna watch these other 12 games. So as I'm watching those other 12 games, I'm obviously looking at DraftKings or I'm looking at SportsCenter to see the ticker while I'm watching this game, hoping that Crumb's going to score a touchdown or JJ McCarron's going to score, pass for a touchdown or, so I always have multiple bets going.
I told you while we were in Kansas, we did it, right?
Yeah. Cause Missouri, you can't do it. So I always have to put my bets in here before I cross the line in Missouri. Yeah.
Yeah. We were doing it while we were there, and we did a parlay, but we did touchdown parlays. So we thought we did Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Joe Burrow, or no, sorry, not Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts ran one in, Josh Allen ran one in, and he threw one to Stephon Diggs. The only person who didn't get a touchdown was Jamar Chase. So we missed it.
And that's usually where I lose. I lose. I lose a parlay usually by one or two.
Yeah, it was fun though. Like it was cool because as it was going on, when the Eagles game came on and Jalen Hurts ran his in, we were like, "Oh, dude, we only need one more." And so we ended up watching the Bengals game.
Yeah, and Jamar Chase, get more inside. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. And then Jamar Chase couldn't do anything. So.
Yep. And obviously that's what the NFL and DraftKings want with that partnership.
And it was weird too because it was like I was thinking. Of the ones that should be harder to get, Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen running one in should be way harder. And yet both of those happen. And then Jamar Chase, who's always scoring touchdowns, just didn't get it this one.
The safest bet anytime touchdown is Christian McCaffrey right now.
Oh, I bet.
Because he was on a streak of 17 straight touchdowns scored. He didn't do it last week, so the streak started over. So he was in one of my parlays. But then I had Kenneth Walker from Seattle. As one of my parlays for an anytime touchdown. He gets hurt in like the first quarter. Well, if they get hurt, they don't void your bet. You just lose that money, and then you're not going to hit that parlay.
Yeah,
so
that sucks.
I know.
I've only done a parlay once, and it was like I think I only needed one thing to happen, and I think I needed a Travis Kelce touchdown, and he didn't get one, so I was like, F a parlay.
Yeah, usually Travis Kelce's are easy ones. It just depends on if they're playing like. It seems like if they play the Chargers, the Raiders, or the Broncos, anybody in our division, he gets a double team. He doesn't get a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah.
But if he's playing like the Bears or playing somebody, he typically usually gets one.
Yeah.
But
the people who know him and plan for him usually come with something.
Yeah. I remember the first week I did DraftKings, I think it was like week 4, and the Chiefs played the Bears. Okay. So, and Patrick Mahomes had to throw for like 275 yards. It was an anytime tutty for Kelce, anytime tutty for, I think, Pacheco. And that bet, I bet like $2. It was going to pay like $38. And I was like, fuck, that's good. That's good. Well, I had, because you can opt into like a no sweat or like a boosted percentage or anything like that. So that's why it was so high.
Gotcha.
So I get obviously, Kelce gets the tutty. Pacheco gets the tutty. They bench Patrick Mahomes because we were winning 40-0.
No.
And he threw for like 272 yards and he didn't get the 275. Well, then he comes out the first drive after the second half, and they just ran it. And then he threw a deep one to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And I was like, fuck yeah, he did it. I was jumping up. I was excited. Holding on the offense. I'm like, motherfucker. So then they punted it, and then Mahomes didn't come back in. So I lost my parlay because he got benched.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to him last week, too, because Dallas's running back didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did this
Tony
week.
Pollard never
since week 1.
I know. He never scores a touchdown. Anytime I take him to parlay.
Hey, take him to
you didn't
more
take him
parlays.
this week, so he scored one.
I know. And then the one time I don't, Kenneth Walker gets hurt. And I'm like, fuck, I could have did Tony Pollard. Because usually Tony Pollard or CeeDee Lamb. Those are typically the two that I usually get from
CeeDee got
Denver
a
from
touchdown
Dallas.
Today.
I know.
He did.
The time I didn't take him.
Freebies. After all those freebies Dallas got, we finally got a touchdown.
Yeah, shout out to DraftKings or FanDuel. Fuck, if y'all want to sponsor us.
See, I did DraftKings back when it wasn't you couldn't do like the parlays, but you could do the fantasy football bets. That's when I was doing it. And I won like $85 on I think it was like $1.05 because I was doing like penny bets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like $1.05 total, and it was Chiefs versus the Patriots back when Tom Brady was still playing for him. So like I had Tom Brady as my captain, I had Patrick Mahomes as like one of my other people, both defenses, and like I don't know how I won $85, but I was like in Salino at a restaurant eating, and I was like, holy shit, I just won $85 off like $1.05.
That's a free meal, baby. And that was always why I was so scared about doing DraftKings or online betting, because I didn't know what stuff meant. I didn't know what the money line meant or what the spread meant, or I didn't know. So I was always like, okay, I'm going to bet $1.
Learn it, right?
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I usually just bet $1, $2, because there's some stuff in there that I'm like, how the fuck is this do? Like, how am I getting a plus 2,000? You know, because it mathematically doesn't add up if you add them all up, you know? So it's just like, but the more parlay you have, the odds of your getting it is
parlay hitting.
Drops. Is significant. Yeah. The odds drop, but
so that's why the value goes so much higher.
Yeah. It's a favorite, like money wise for me to bet multiple teams because the odds aren't as high as it's going to hit. So I typically stay away from
all of a sudden a $1 bet can pay out, like you said, 38, 40, 50 bucks if you're betting across a longer parlay that requires more work to hit it. It's all statistics.
Yeah, but I don't do the parlays where like I'm going to win $1.30. I'm just like, it's not worth the stress for that. It's not even worth me putting that in as a pick to win $1.36, which is why I lose so much too.
But you enjoy losing. So
I don't know how Missouri legalizes marijuana, but not DraftKings,
bro,
or online betting. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Missouri is so finicky about their gambling. Man, we can only have casinos on boats, and all of the money from gambling has to go to the schools. So it's interesting.
It just doesn't make sense.
Herrera's isn't on a boat, but that's in Missouri.
Harris is on a boat.
That was a boat that we were in?
Yes, sir.
I didn't see no damn water in that
boats. They're all attached to boats.
I didn't see not one pinch of water near that casino.
Are you sure that wasn't the Kansas side?
That was Kansas City. It was right by Christine's Hotel, like down the road.
Harris is a boat, isn't it, Jordan? You live there.
The Old Ladies Hotel is in North Kansas City. That's on the Missouri side.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know of a Harris over there. I don't go to the casino enough to know where they are. The one that
we went to after Old Chicago. I just don't remember us walking anywhere near any water. But outside of me picking a bone with parlays,
that's the thing. They set them up on the river and build their buildings on the land, and then the boats are where the actual slots are. Sure, I'll show you.
That's crazy.
This one, because Harris, Kansas City, is on one riverboat drive.
Maybe that's how they got out of it, because they named the road Riverboat Drive.
That's not. They didn't get out of anything. I'm telling you, it's on the river.
Hey, just constantly puddle this little hole here. That way we're on the land or we're on water.
You know, I've always wondered if something like that would work, if you could get away with that. Because the whole point was that it had to be on a water system. I've always wondered if it could be on a lake or something like that.
I just remember that show Ozark.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing I thought about was like on a river. I was like, okay, like I thought that was like just a part of the show. I didn't actually think that was a legit thing. But I got a bone to pick with the NCAA. Why do they have the Michigan-Ohio State game like at 11 a.m.? Why isn't that like prime time, like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night?
I don't know.
That's crazy. I saw Iowa won the Big Ten East.
Yeah, but Iowa offensively our defense is always typically pretty good, but offensively we score 8 points a game. And we're not going to win any Big Ten conference championships. Like, it's just because you can't compete with Michigan. You can't compete with Ohio State. You're not going to be able to compete with BYU or fucking Oregon whenever they come. You're not going to compete with these passing schools unless Kirk Ferentz gets a new job somewhere. We get a high prolific offensive coordinator that just likes to pass the ball. Like, you can minimize your damage with the defense and have them score 20, 25 points, but Iowa does not score 25 points a game. Like they just don't.
Well, the tight ends go and do big things in the NFL, so you got something.
Well, that's because they're so good at blocking. And then I think they're so good at blocking they just learn to run routes in the NFL.
Yeah, because I would say that how many Iowa tight ends have been on a Super Bowl winning team? A lot.
Oh, Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know.
Super Bowl winning teams.
I'd have to.
That's a stat like worth looking at. I think. If they're a part of it, and then say that some of them have like a Travis Kelce type season in their career. Or career, I guess you would say.
The only one I can think of that's like Travis Kelce's George Kittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got Sam Laporta for the Lions. Back in the day, you had like Tony Moyaki. You had Dallas Clark from the Colts with Peyton Manning.
Dallas Clark, the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Moyaki. I don't know if I just said that. Oh, yeah.
He did. I didn't know that. Tony Moyaki was with the Chiefs for a little bit, wasn't he?
Yeah. And you got Noah Fant, who I think is now with the Seahawks. TJ Hawkinson. He was an Iowa guy.
All of these guys are Iowa?
Where was Ertz from?
Yeah. Who?
You ain't kidding, man. They are Iowa.
Where's he from?
Or tight end U.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I said tight end U was like Iowa. What'd you say, Bobby? Where's who from?
Ertz. I thought he was from up there, like in the Big Ten.
Zach
Didn't he
Ertz?
play for Cardinals?
Oh, I think Notre Dame, maybe? Zach Ertz?
Was Ertz play at Notre Dame? I don't remember him playing at Notre Dame.
I could be wrong.
Oh, I'm not saying you are, but I just was like, I was curious. But before we get into the weekly picks, I say we do Jordan's player. I already have my player, Josh. So while I'm doing mine, I guess you can look for one.
I'll look for one real quick.
He went to Stanford.
Oh, okay. So, California kid. But like when you think of tight ends, the first school you think of is Iowa for sure. And then I would say maybe Notre Dame always puts out pretty
Notre Dame
tight ends, and then Michigan has had a few. I can't think of anybody else. I guess you could say the Gators, but
I don't know if you want to.
And then you have who was the who's the other team that I was thinking of? Oh, Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati now has two big-time tight ends in the NFL that are doing pretty good for themselves. One of which is Nick Cowboy
and Travis Kelce.
So, Jordan, are you ready for my player?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. So we give college first.
Yeah, I don't remember how this thing went.
All right. Yeah, it's college first. The team that he was drafted by, and then the team that he was last with, and then his position, and then his number.
Sure.
All right, here you go. All right, so my player went to the University of Michigan.
I don't remember. Do you tell me if it's offense or defense, or do I just get a player?
You get a player right now.
Okay.
You'll get offense, defense, position.
Yeah. Okay. Michigan.
Yeah, but that'll be on like the fourth guess. It's Michigan.
Let's say it's probably gonna be receiver. Let's go with let's go Tom Brady. I know it's not right, but just go.
All right. He was drafted in 2015 by the Seattle Seahawks.
2015 by the Seahawks. Could be.
And I'll play some classy music while this is going on, I think.
Oh, that's too recent. 2015? How long ago was that? Fuck.
8 years ago. This person's a veteran in the league.
2015 for the Michigan Wolverines. Seattle Seahawks. It's not Russell Wilson.
Tim Division.
What?
Conference, my bad. It's in conference. Did he play for Wisconsin? Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
The Big Ten.
But I don't remember when he got drafted. I don't know if it was 2015 or not.
I think it was 2013.
I'm going to go with Seattle Seahawks. Say it's not Tyler Lockett. Fuck, I don't even know if he's been around 2015. Fuck. Let me just throw out a name. I'm going to throw out Jermaine Kearse.
That is incorrect, but
I know.
this isn't going to help you now because the last team and currently playing for is the Seattle Seahawks. So let's just move on to position, which is defensive lineman.
Oh, defensive lineman for the Seahawks? Who they got? Michigan?
Here, let me double check that on the Seahawks thing real quick. Hold on.
For 8 years?
Played for Michigan. He was drafted in 2015 by the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm double checking.
Trying to think of their D-line. Fuck.
Yep, he's with
Yeah,
the
that
Seattle
one's
Seahawks.
tough.
Oh, my bad.
Seahawks
They have him
D-line?
listed as some. Okay, my bad. Not defensive lineman, linebacker.
Oh,
my bad.
linebacker.
Linebacker.
Oh.
So that
Let's
changes
see.
things.
It's not Bobby Wagner. I think he went to some smaller school. A linebacker? Who is it? Bobby Wagner. Fuck, what's his first name?
Don't tell him.
I'm not Daniel.
No.
Or actually, I'm not you,
I was gonna
Josh.
say, I did that. I was going to say.
I know his last name, but I don't remember his first name. But it's a generic ass last name. Is it Smith?
That would be incorrect, sir.
Okay.
All right, so his football number, I guess that's the last clue.
51.
I don't know. 57.
For the Seahawks? Linebacker.
Drafted
Correct.
by the Seahawks.
And plays for the Seahawks.
He plays for the Seahawks. Okay.
Number
did this for a reason.
57.
Did he just give you a nobody?
I don't know. Bobby Wagner's 54.
I think I got him on this one.
Because it's going to be some. I have no idea. I don't even know who the fuck 57 is on the Seahawks.
Let's make a guess.
I don't know. That's my guess. I don't know.
So you just want me to give you the answer?
Yeah.
Mr. Frank Clark. Left the Chiefs, or left
He was
Seahawks to
like
go to the Chiefs,
the
left the
end.
Chiefs to go to the Broncos, and then from the Broncos. That's what I said, so I said defensive line, but they have him listed as a linebacker on Google.
Currently, but he was
Currently
a
at the
defensive.
Seahawks.
How was
He's
he
probably-
drafted, though? Was he
He's
drafted
on the
as a
fucking
defensive
practice
end?
squad.
They have him listed as playing for the Seahawks right now.
All right. Well, I've got a good player for you, and it doesn't feel like a cheap one
Says
like that.
linebacker.
So,
Linebacker.
all right.
All right, go ahead,
Yeah,
Joshua
says he
David.
played linebacker at Chiefs too.
He was a DN.
Okay. Your player. First thing I give you is draft you, right?
College.
College.
College. So your player went to Kent State.
Went to where?
Kent
I think you said
State.
Kent State.
Kent State?
Yep, Kent State.
Julian Edelman.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Now
Next
draft
up
year
is draft
and
year.
team.
Player was drafted in 2005 by the Cleveland Browns.
James Harrison.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Moving
James
right
Harrison
along.
Kent State?
I think
He did.
so.
He did. Moving right along. Next one is team most recently played for?
Yep.
Is that what
Or
it is?
last played for. Yeah, last played for.
Last
or
played
current.
for the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, I
No
know.
help there.
Kent State 2000. It's going to be a stud. Drafted in 2005. So Manning was still there. But how long did he play for the Colts? So it's not the two receivers that I know. It's not the tight end that I know. It's not Bob Sanders.
I can't wait for you to get this guy. I hope you get him.
If I can.
If you don't, no, I think you can. I think you can. I think as we get to the last two clues that you'll get a lot more confident about it. But I think when you remember who this player is, you're going to be like, oh, heck yeah. I think this is a good pick. I'm pretty proud of myself for this one.
Drafted
I did not know
2005
James Harris went to Penn State. That's crazy.
by the Browns in 05.
Correct.
Kent State.
Yes, sir.
2005.
Oh, I am so sorry. I apologize. I take that back. I got that incorrect. He was undrafted in 2005. However,
Oh, wow.
he was picked up by the Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
So to be clear,
Ah.
he was undrafted, but he did get picked up by the Cleveland Browns and play for them. 2005
I
forward.
just wasn't drafted.
okay.
So I only got that part wrong that he wasn't drafted.
By the Browns.
That helps though, right? Undrafted
I mean,
to the
I don't
Browns.
know.
No, I'm not really because I'm
What-
struggling with the Browns and 05 roster.
And that's
Plus,
fine.
plus you don't know how long they played. You don't know how long he played in Indianapolis, so you don't really know which way
Sure.
to go for.
It's true.
And I don't even know who the quarterback was for the Browns in 05. Fuck. It could have been fucking
05.
yeah. I mean, shit. I don't
Shit,
even know
that'd been
who it could have
Robert
been.
Griffin III, maybe.
05. I don't know when RG3. Probably somewhere around there.
I have an idea of who it might be, but I don't know if he went to Kent State or not. That's my only thing. But I also don't know much about Kent State at all.
I don't know. For the sake of it, we're gonna go Mike Maslowski. I know that's not right.
Mike Maslowski. It is not Mike Maslowski. Let's see here. Position then, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Position.
That's going to make
He
my
is-
decision too.
He is a wide receiver. Wide receiver.
Yeah. Okay. And
Okay, it's not Austin Collie. It's not Marvin Harrison. It's not Reggie Wayne. But I keep
You're gonna
thinking
hurt-
about the fucking
Let me,
Colts.
I was going to say, let me help you a little and say wrong path. He was only a year at the Colts.
Okay.
You wouldn't know him.
And then how
from the
long did he
Colts.
play? Okay, so who do the Browns have that year? Those years. Brr.
2005 graduating year, or that year we graduated high school. There's only two wide receivers that I thought of when he was talking about it, because it was, but I didn't. The undrafted part got me.
And his number's probably gonna be like 82. This is fucking
You wanna make a
tough.
guess? Make a guess. Give me something.
Mike Jones.
Mike
Mike
Jones!
Jones.
It is not Mike Jones.
What's his
Final
number?
clue. His number is 6.
16?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jordan's
Receiver.
gonna be pissed. Jordan's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, he's going to be very pissed.
Jordan's gonna be mad.
You know who it is,
Only one
don't
I
you,
could-
Bobby?
I do.
The only one I can think of is Josh
I think I
was
do.
Cribbs.
good.
I don't know.
There
I
it
don't-
is,
I don't-
baby. He got
Oh,
it.
is it?
It's the
Oh,
tail
shit, that's what I was
end.
thinking.
Joshua Cribbs. I'm so
I didn't
sorry.
know that. I
almost
didn't know he
took
went
out
to
a
Kent
tree.
State.
There it is.
Yeah, I had
The
no idea,
machine
dude.
does it again, baby. Out of
First,
a
I thought he
rabbit
was gonna say
in a
Josh
hat,
Gordon.
out of his butt. He pulls it out, and he does it. Josh Cribbs, ladies
That's
and
a
gentlemen.
I thought
tough
he was
one.
gonna say Josh Gordon
I
too.
know, but
Well,
tell me that is not a great pick.
That's too
I
tough.
would have never.
I've been
That
out of
is-
this.
oh,
I've been out
come
of
on
practice
now.
for a little bit.
Come on now, you did it.
That was
You
harder than
nailed
mine,
it.
Jordan.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
proud
Josh
of you. That
Cribbs,
was,
yeah.
Gosh, that was so good.
Because I
You
don't remember
nailed it.
Frank Clark as being 57. Like, Frank Clark was 55. And I even think
Yeah,
when he
he
was
was 55 in
55
my
when he was
head.
with Seattle the first time before we picked him up. So 57 just fucking threw me for a loop.
So if I
Can't
would have
believe you
said
got
55,
Joshua
you would have
Cribbs
guessed
with
it.
16.
I don't know if I'd have guessed Frank Clark, but it would have helped. I
Hmm.
think, but I don't know if I still would have got Frank Clark because my head was not. It's, yep.
Well, hey, why don't we end this off of the sports section by picking our weekly picks? for next week.
Let's do it.
How did we do this week? Or we keep track?
I have the paper here, but I haven't checked it.
Oh.
I guess you can check it. Oh.
Well, here, I'll pull up the...
Somewhere.
I was going to say, pull up last week's scores. We can find out how we did.
It's for this week that we picked last week.
Yeah.
It's here somewhere. I'll have to look for it. I have it on a piece of paper.
Okay. Well, I got the games pulled up.
We're doing our picks.
Yeah. Here, we'll go Thanksgiving Thursday. Here, I'll write this one down. I have a card that I won't lose now. Packers at the Lions.
Ooh, give me the Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Lions. It's like, I'm rooting for them for sure.
Lions are always fun to watch on Thanksgiving. That's just a tradition, man.
Yeah, if they didn't play, you'd be like, this ain't Thanksgiving.
No, it used to be forever watching them lose on Thanksgiving. So it's kind of weird to actually cheer for them to win.
They're what, 8-2?
Yeah, I know, man. It's kind of fun.
I thought the last 3. Yeah, they're 8-2.
Could we have a Chiefs Lions Super Bowl?
That'd be weird. No. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Because you would have to have an upset. The Eagles would have to lose by who? Detroit? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they meet in the AFC or the NFC Championship and Lions pull off an upset.
Commanders at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Thank you.
They're too good.
I like the Commanders' defense.
You kind of like their offensive coordinator, at least.
I don't.
Bieniemy?
No, Bieniemy was never like. I don't know. I never really liked him that much, but whatever.
49ers, Seahawks.
I think the 49ers will win that one.
Niners.
Yeah. All right, so Friday, Dolphins at Jets. I didn't know they had a Friday game this week.
Dolphins. Yeah, it's the Black Friday game. Which is brilliant marketing from Amazon. Think about it. Black Friday, the day that people go out to shop,
right.
Amazon's making you stay home to watch football.
Right.
So that you won't spend money in the store.
Half of your shit, you buy it from Amazon.
Yep.
So why not tune in while you shop?
You better believe they're going to be running promos all during the game. Hey, buy this on Amazon right now.
Yeah, I take the Dolphins as well.
Me too. Steelers at the Bengals. Steelers came up short today.
I would pick the Steelers because the Bengals don't have Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But will the Bengals get a replacement quarterback? And
they have one, but he's not like.
Yeah, he only played.
He's not.
Is it Browning? Jake Browning, I think. He played at Washington.
And then they pulled. And then I think they pulled up one of the guys they had on their practice squad that was the Cowboys rookie this year that they sent over, I think.
Weird. Okay, yeah.
So, Josh, do you think Steelers?
No, I think we're all. I'm thinking Steelers as well, yeah.
Okay. All right, Jaguars at the Texans.
That's going to be a good game.
Texans. Give me C.J. Stroud, baby.
C.J. Stroud's on his shit.
See,
but dude,
I mean, I'm just going to admit it now.
So good, too.
No, but C.J. Stroud's going to be throwing touchdowns, baby.
Stroud is going to be the rookie of the year 100%.
But the Jaguars, I think they lead the league in, like, defensive turnovers or some shit.
That's okay. C.J. Stroud's going to dice him up, baby.
I'm going to take the Jags.
Ooh.
Duval?
Hot take.
Josh is taking the Texans.
I mean, they're probably the favorites. Fuck, they're 7-3 or 8-3. Like,
yeah, but C.J. Stroud, man, I love watching. He's been impressive. He has been impressive.
Bucks at the Colts. That might be a slow game.
That's a snooze fest.
Give me the Bucks in that one. Yeah,
that's one of those nap games.
Put it on, lay down.
I'm going to say
I'll take the Colts
because they have a quarterback. Jordan's taking the Colts.
I think Gardner Minshew.
You on that Minshew mania?
I loved him when he was at Washington State. I loved watching him at Washington State.
That's fair. I was telling Bobby the other day, I think, that I think Gardner could be the next Fitzpatrick. You know, not as smart. He's not Harvard educated, but that same energy as a journeyman of just the kind of guy who can go in and help settle things down for a year or two and get you into
Good
Get you
locker
through your
room
transition.
guy.
He reminds me of Nick
absolutely.
Foles.
A great locker room leader.
Yeah.
I would say Nick
not
Foles.
the kind of guy that you build a program around, but the kind of guy that you use to get a fresh start to your program.
Right.
Josh, did you say Bucks?
Oh, chocolate. What chocolate? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he took the Bucks.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me Bucks.
All right, Saints at Falcons. Another snooze fest.
No, man, the Falcons. I think the Falcons will pull that off.
Not with that quarterback.
Yeah, I'll take the Falcons because I don't think Jameis or Derek Carr, if he's still hurt, I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, I'll take the Falcons.
Josh, you're taking. I'm going to take the Saints. Josh, you're taking Falcons.
Falcons, yeah.
All right, Patriots at the Giants.
Talking about a snooze fest. I'm gonna take the Patriots. Just just cause. I don't really give two shits who wins that game.
I'm
give
going
the
to go
Giants. Saquon will have an okay day.
At least they have somebody rooting for them. Panthers at the Titans.
Damn, another snooze fest.
Yeah, the Panthers have scored a total of 12 touchdowns this year. Dak Prescott's thrown that the last 3 games.
I'll take the Titans.
I'll take the Titans.
Me too.
That's good.
Rams at the Cardinals. Snooze fest. This is going to be a boring week of
so
football.
good, man. You got to try these. Do you guys like coffee at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm going to take the Rams because I do not like Kyler Murray. I wouldn't even want to meet him.
I'm going to take
That's
it too.
funny.
Josh, are you taking the Cards or the Rams?
No, I'll take the Rams as well.
All right. Browns at the Broncos.
Take the Browns.
Broncos, not after losing Deshaun Watson. Who do they have for quarterback?
That dude with 3 names. Dorian Thompson.
Yeah,
and they won
today. They have a little bit. They have a way sturdier team.
That game was boring.
That's it. I didn't even think about that. When you think about it, like the Bengals, Burrow is kind of like the anchor of that team emotionally. So losing him pretty much crushes the spirit of that team. For the Browns, Deshaun Watson is not the emotional anchor of that team. So losing him, they can just plug in a new guy and still be a successful team.
I mean,
the meme.
If you need a good rub and tug, he's probably the guy to talk to.
He can tell you where to go.
But
I saw a meme. It showed what the Browns got. Like they got him, but like what?
Oh yeah, that shows all everything that
first round, second
Texans
round,
look
round,
like the Chiefs
round.
when it comes to like their trade with Tyreek. That's what that trade reminds me of. Is the Tyreek trade and all the great picks that we got out of that.
Well, and then the Browns give it a fully guaranteed contract.
Ugh.
All right, Chiefs at Raiders.
Every single one of us called it in the moment. We said it. This is garbage. Absolutely not. Do not give that man guaranteed money.
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Know better. Yep, Chiefs.
Yeah,
all the way.
put Josh down. All right, Bills at the Eagles.
Eagles.
Bills are heartbreaking, man.
Jordan.
Yeah, Josh Allen turning it over too much.
Yeah.
Ravens at the Chargers.
Did they kick ass today? Heather says they did good today.
The Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, they played better.
What's their score?
They beat the Jets 32-6.
That's pretty good.
The Jets got really good defense, too.
How many turnovers did Josh have? Because that's really what I think most of us want to know. Is Josh still... But here's the thing. So is Patrick.
I know.
By the eye test, most people would say both Josh and Patrick are having off years. And Josh, I think, is the highest scoring fantasy
One
quarterback
interception.
Still. One interception is not bad.
One interception.
All right. That's not a bad stat line at all. 20 of 32, 275 yards, 3-1. That's not bad at all. That's a
Ravens
very decent
at the
stat
Chargers.
line.
Chargers have upset. Like they've kind of disappointed me because I thought I had high expectations.
I'm done believing that anybody's going to take down the Ravens. Man, they are good.
Yeah.
They are good. Like they are hitting their final form like at a good spot in the season, and unless they take some injuries, they will be a threat in the playoffs. Period.
And the Chargers lost to the Packers, who I thought that was a winnable game.
Now, here's going to be probably the worst Monday Night Football game of the year. Bears at the Vikings.
Vikings. Give me Josh Dobbs. Give me the Pastronaut.
I'm going to go Bears just to be fun.
I'm waiting for the day when Josh Dobbs stops, scores a touchdown, and then turns and looks to the camera and says, "Guys, it's not rocket science."
It's stupid.
100% what I would. That's totally what I would want to do.
I'll take the Vikings.
Vikings.
Taking the Vikings. I took the Bears to be fun. It's going to be a boring
Vikings
game.
with a win, 28-24 is final score for me.
It's probably going to be like 17-10.
I want to say 10-6.
How good is the Vikings defense? Are they pretty good?
I mean, they're not bad.
I don't think it's a matter of that. I think both of the offenses are just they're not clicking.
Dobbs is doing
Justin
okay.
Jefferson. Yeah, but what did the Vikings do today?
They lose today or they win?
I don't know. What did the Vikings do? Maybe they were on a bye.
No, they play they're playing right now. They're playing the Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they're down 3-0 right now, but they've got the ball on the 36-yard line. Denver's 36.
Let's go.
I don't even have that on here for week 11.
Let's go.
No, it's at the very top. First quarter, though. Yeah, so we won't know. But it is Thanksgiving, so we don't want to keep our listeners bored. So, do you guys have anything else you guys want to add? Are you guys watching any movie? I just watched Adam Sandler's that Christmas cartoon. I'm not a fan. I love Adam Sandler by all means. He's he's top actor for me, but not a fan of the 8 Crazy Nights movie.
That's not a Christmas movie?
Hanukkah and Christmas is what it shows.
It's a Hanukkah movie.
And Christmas. It's in both.
Well,
both of them are in the movie.
It's more so 8 Crazy Nights. It's designed around Hanukkah.
It's a holiday movie, but it's not a good movie for me.
Because you're not Jewish. You don't get the references. It's a Jewish comedy. It's for Jews. 8 Crazy Nights is about Hanukkah and the 8 days of oil that burned
when
there was only enough oil for one day. Yeah, I did. But I also have read the Bible and I know all the Old Testament Jewish references. So that's why it's funny to me. To you, somebody who has no understanding of that, it's not funny.
At all.
But if you would have been
Hanukkah.
if you would have been a Jew growing up in a Jewish family, you would have probably laughed a lot harder at that movie. Okay. I am not a Jew, but I understand the context of
you have to emphasize that you're not a Jew.
Yeah, you have to preface it.
I'm a Gentile.
I am not
a Gentile, and they know it. They would call me out.
Did you know Christ was a Jew?
Did you know Christ was a Jew?
Jordan, name that movie.
I don't.
The
Ringer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
That's my favorite scene.
Yeah.
You picked it up
and down
in broad daylight and you scratched it. You scratched my CD.
Mm-hmm.
You scratched my CD, you know.
Great movie.
But no, I watched a lot of what was the other one? I tried watching that one, the Upload show that they have on Amazon?
Yeah.
He also has a Christmas movie. Boring.
I saw that. I didn't watch it, but I saw an ad for it.
I hate Hallmark Christmas movies.
Heather had me watch some cheesy Christmas movie that actually wasn't terrible. It had Jimmy O Yang, the comedian, and I don't remember who the lead female was, but it's your typical Hallmark, so don't expect anything better. But it was called Love Hard. It was on Netflix, and Jimmy O Yang catfishes this girl with pictures of his friend, and then so she is like a disaster column writer, so she comes down to surprise this guy, only to find out she got catfished. Well, it turns out the guy knows the guy whose pictures that he used the catfish of. It's his best friend, so he's like, "Hey, I'll set you up on a date with him if you'll pretend to be my girlfriend for Christmas." So it's one of those cheesy plot lines.
Well, I mean, I'm not a big Christmas guy though. Like, I don't like look for this. I only watched it because Jamie was wanting to watch a Christmas movie. So, same with music. Like, they were playing music on the radio for Christmas first week in November. No,
See, Bobby, I feel like you would be a watching Christmas Vacation every year kind of guy.
Oh, I mean,
it's okay. It's a good movie. Like, I just don't go out looking for those movies. The Grinch is good. Like, my favorite Christmas movie is The Elf. Like, nothing beats it.
Elf is
and
great.
Christmas Story is good. It's a classic.
As I said, Christmas Vacation
Part 2 surprised the hell out of me.
There's so much you can quote in that. Cousin Eddie, man, it's
like Die Hard. That's probably in my top
Die Hard,
5
great Christmas movie, absolutely.
But like, what was the
that was one of the actual funny bits from that Netflix movie I was telling you about. The girl's favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard, and she has like 7 points as to why it's a Christmas movie.
It just is.
Well, she like has an actual argument for it. It's cool.
So The Elf is number 1, easy. I mean,
why do you keep saying The Elf? It's Elf.
The Elf.
It's just Elf.
The movie The Elf. The Elf. But have you seen The Christmas Story 2? It actually surprised me how good it was. Like, it wasn't.
I have not seen the sequel to The Christmas Story. Is it good?
It's very. I would recommend watching it. It's nothing to like probably write home. Like, it has a message in it, first of all. But like, the only thing I disliked about it is that the mom from the original was still alive and they didn't have her as the mom. Like, that would have made it that much better.
That does seem kind of silly.
But like, she just died like shortly after that movie came out. Like, I think just a handful of months, like maybe 5 months. So I mean, she was probably in bad health. But like, they have the mom from Just Friends, if you've seen that, with what's his name, Van Wilder. Yeah. They have the mom in that movie plays the mom in this, and I don't like her. I'm not a big fan of her as an actress. Like, she's too like quirky and stuff like that.
Sure,
that's just me. But what was the one that you told me last year? And I actually enjoyed it. And that was 8-Bit Christmas.
I was just getting ready to say, I was like, if y'all haven't watched it, I highly recommend, again, 8-Bit Christmas. It was on HBO. It was such a blast. It was so good to watch. It hit me right in the feels. It's got all sorts of nostalgia. It's about a kid who really wants a video game console for Christmas. And man, that was, I mean, how many years did we talk about video game consoles for Christmas and stuff like that?
All the time.
All the time.
Hey, I gotta get out of here.
Same.
Well, that's an episode, but I love you.
Bye.
Yep, love you guys.
Bye.
Adios.
Josh, just make sure you
Love
don't hang up.
you.
Bye.
Oh, of course. I'll let it load.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.